We're still a full month out from the English release of Mega Evolution, and we're already seeing enhanced booster boxes hit $300. Now, I genuinely think that there's probably a good chance that this could potentially be a $400 booster box at release. It's just a possibility, and that's the reality of the current market that we're in. I'm going to break down why I think that that's a possibility and everything in this video, so make sure you watch to the end and stay subscribed. But let's just jump straight into it. So this is what I was talking about with the enhanced booster box. This is TCG Player. It wasn't that long ago. If you look right here, August 12th, August 13th, these were $230 boxes. That was, what, 10 days ago as of this recording, and now we're already seeing them at a $300 box. All the last solds are 300, all the lowest listeds are 300 plus. It's not going to be that many more sales here until we get to $350 boxes, and then I would assume that these sellers are going to up their price. And then they're going to be listing them higher. And that's why I do think that we could potentially see this as a $400 box. And this is a really good set too. The promos, this is the enhanced booster box, that Bulbasaur promo, the whole Bulbasaur line is really good. So not only do we have good promos from the booster boxes, we have good promos from the elite trainer boxes as well. I'm going to show those in a second. So don't worry, we're going to show all the cards and kind of remind you guys why this set is kind of a big deal and why it's so good. But that's currently what we're seeing. $300 booster boxes on TCG Player. Real quickly, as of this recording, this is kind of the cheapest box out there right now. This is from Football Pete on eBay, well-known distributor of Pokemon cards. So yeah, a trusted seller. And I don't say this very often, but it's like, this is probably a good pickup right now. $260. This one of the best prices you can currently get a booster box at. So if you're looking to pick up a box or two, this is the unfortunate reality of where the market's at. It's been really hard to hit at MSRP. Obviously, that's the play. You want them as cheap as possible. But you know, as far as Pokemon Center drop went, when that happened, I was able to get one box at MSRP. But if you want to add more, you're going to have to pay unless you have a hookup somewhere. And so that's currently what we're looking at. Also, super random side note, distributors, like especially large distributors, are making so much money right now. Just keep in mind that the MSRP on these boxes are $161, but distribution price is much lower than that. So they're getting these boxes for much lower than MSRP, and they're selling them for this price. So just keep that in mind. That kind of sucks, but that is the reality of where we're at. People with distribution are really feasting right now, especially large distributors that are large resellers that have distribution that are selling at these price points. So anyways, I do think this is a good pickup currently, which is kind of wild to say. $260 pre-order. The elite trainer boxes, like I mentioned before, have really good promos, specifically the Gardevoir ETB having the Alakazam. So the Pokemon Center stamped Alakazam, I think, is going to perform really well. We've seen in the past Generation 1 Pokemon specifically do really well on the stamped promo. People go crazy for it. It has a high price, and this is a pretty good Alakazam card. Maybe it's not like the best Alakazam card we've ever gotten, but it's an Alakazam card. Gen 1, popular Pokemon. So from the Gardevoir box, that's really good. And then I do think that the Riolu here from the Lucario box is a good promo as well. Like I said, it's not as good as the Alakazam in my opinion, but people will still want to collect it, and I still think popular enough Pokemon and everything. So I think it'll do decent, and I think the Alakazam will do really well. So those are the promos off the rip. And then just to remind you guys, this is in the set. This is a connected art line. We have Bulbasaur. By the way, this is going to be that box topper for the enhanced booster box. So you're going to get a stamped version of the Bulbasaur, which is super cool. But the regular Bulbasaur, the regular Ivysaur, and the Mega Venusaur, 2 illustration rares and a special illustration rare, are connected arts. And obviously you can see the vines intersect right here. You can see the graphics in the background. They're all connecting. So this is super cool. This is really great. And I think this is just one set of connected arts that just show how strong of a set this really is. Just to remind you guys that, you know, it's obviously Gen 1 Pokemon, they hold a high place when it comes to collectors. In case you've forgotten, that's probably the reason why you're here. Most of you guys are Gen 1 people, and this is going to do really well. People are going to love this line. Look at what we saw from the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle from Stellar Crown, illustration rare prices. What we've seen with those, they're around $50-$60. So I would assume that these are gonna meet those standards, if not exceed. And yeah, so it's a great line connected art. And then we have to talk about the other cards from the set that make this set really deep and really big. So not only do we have that, we have these gold cards that are being introduced now, and they look really great. So it's a new rarity, the Mega Ultra Rare, and they look really great, right? We have the Lucario, and then we also have the Gardevoir as well. So 2 really great gold cards out of this set that people are excited for. And on top of that, there's so many other great special illustration rares. We'll go over some of them. We already talked about this Venusaur right here, but we do have Lucario fighting Venusaur, which is going to be a super popular card. It's really great looking. People love this style of card. You can't really go wrong with that. You have the emo Absol, Mega Absol, like doing the Batman pose on top of a building. People definitely like this card as well. Maybe not one of the stronger cards from the set. Also, super random. Something that I do think will kind of be a big deal is the secret rares, the full arts here. They have, they're not textured now, but they have like a sparkle to them. So they really changed and made these cards look a lot better. This picture's not doing it justice. These ones actually sparkle kind of like the SIRs. So that's just a random little thing, but super cool. I am looking forward to that. And then as far as illustration rares go, we do have a really great Steelix. I think this card's going to perform very well. Super menacing pose. Spearow, maybe not the most popular, but Gen 1 Pokemon. Anytime we get any Gen 1 Pokemon, there's the Vulpix illustration rare. I think this one's going to do well. And the Executor, this one's a little derpier style, but Gen 1 Pokemon there as well. So that's just right there is from half. That's the Mega Brave set, which is half of Mega Evolution. Then you get to Mega Symphonia. Mega Symphonia, you have a really nice looking Inteleon illustration rare. This one's super random, but I think this card will do really well. This really cute style Shuckle. I think that card will do really well. Obviously, you have the regular Alakazam here. This is turning into our ETB promo. What else? And then it's not as deep on this side. I do think that this card will do well, especially coming up around Halloween time. A little spooky, but then obviously you have the Latias and the Mega Kangaskhan here. Not going to be as popular as some of the other Megas, but right here, I think this card will do well. People will like that as well. And then obviously you have the gold Gardevoir. Oh, and then where's the regular Gardevoir? Here we go. So here is the big time Gardevoir. This one's going to do really well. Obviously, you have like the Ralts and the Curlia, and it's just really stunning in person. So when you start to look at this set as a whole, just how deep and how strong of a set Mega Evolution is, and then you combine that with this is going to be released just like a little ways before Z to A, which is going to be, I think, a big time game. It's getting really hyped right now, and with all those megas and everything, I think it's just going to create a snowball effect, and things are going to keep snowballing up to this release. So when you start to look at this set, especially you look at base sets, I think we already saw in the Scarlet and Violet era, arguably the best base set we've ever had in Scarlet and Violet. And now, or let's say in more recent years, but now you go to Mega Evolution base set is great. It's really stunning. So that's just the cards that we have. And there's also tons of other cards that maybe aren't as popular that people are going to like. Some of those sleeper cards as well. So it's a deep set with great connected art cards, great illustrations. And then it's just the ETBs have good promos. The booster box has good promos right now. So this is a regular Elite Trainer box. Now we have seen these slowly drop in price. Obviously the booster box is the main item that people are going to want from a mainline set, but people love their ETBs as well. Now ETBs have been slowly dropping. You can see like not that long ago, like when the booster box price was low, August 13th, these have come down just slowly down to like 106. This is currently what we're seeing for pre-orders on TCG Player for the Gardevoir box. The Lucario box here, similar. August 13th back here, it was a 112, and now it's down to around 102. So slowly declining as well. And these will probably decline a little bit more upon release, probably dipping under 100. This is usually what we see upon release. We saw that starting from Prismatic all the way up to every other set, is they usually drop a little bit at release day, and then they slowly ramp up. But the other factor too, real quick, is that we're not getting the full allocation too, real quick, just to talk about this. we talked about this in a previous video, but we're not getting the full allocation numbers on release. So they weren't able to print enough or keep up with demand, or they were too busy printing other sets, whatever the case may be. It doesn't really matter. Pokemon has confirmed that only about 60% of what they normally print will be available at release. And then we're going to get the other 40% like over a month later in October, like late October. So numbers are already going to be dried up. So keep that in mind too. I think that's going to keep things really inflated moving forward, specifically with that booster box. If things start to get hyped up and we start to see the pre-order prices for booster boxes go to $350 and then they start to go up and up and they hit that $400 mark, people are going to be FOMOing really hard into this set. And then with the staggered release, when you get 60% of booster boxes and then you get the other 40% later, or however they divvy it all up, it's going to keep the market really high. I think it's going to keep those box prices really high. So it's not a guarantee that we're going to see $400 booster boxes, but it does seem like this is a likely case. It would make a lot of sense. So just keep that in mind as well. And then PC ETBs, these ones are going to do really well. Like I said, that they got good promos. But this is what we're seeing as far as PC ETBs on TCG Player, currently around $370. Yes, people are paying that price. They've been paying them almost every day. Keep in mind that you can get pre-orders for PC ETBs. I say this every time we have a release. If you missed the Pokemon Center and you weren't able to get a pre-order, you don't have to pay this price. They will be cheaper on eBay. TCG Player for specifically Pokemon Center ETBs are always inflated before release. It's just the reality because not a lot of sellers are allowed to list in the pre-order the pre-order window, and they really jack up the price. So just keep that in mind. People are paying them. People are paying these prices. And same thing with the Gardevoir Pokemon Center box. You can see people are paying them. Just this morning, somebody paid $368, and there's only one seller currently listing that has any at $369. So just keep in mind, if you're looking for that, go to eBay. Don't pay this price, but keep that in mind. And then also, these are kind of early cards because these are some of the first PSA 10s that we are seeing. But just to give a reference, we are starting to see Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, the Japanese sets. We're starting to see the first PSA 10s hit the market right now. So we're seeing the gold Mega Lucario that I talked about people are going to go crazy for, $850, $750 in a PSA 10. Then you have the Lucario fighting Venusaur going for around $260, all the way down here as high as $280 in a PSA 10. So keep in mind, if you're not familiar, Japanese cards are also a lot easier to grade. So they usually have really high gem rates. The print quality is just that much better than English. So these are going to be easy to grade. The first cards out the gate are usually more expensive because there's just not that many out there. These PSA 10 prices on the Japanese side will drop. We won't see this continue, but people are paying these prices out the gate. They want these cards. Here's something that's going to be really cool that I think will be really popular for this set, like I kind of talked about, for both English and Japanese, is this is the whole line, the Bulbasaur line, sequential. So you have sequentially graded 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5 on the cert numbers. People will pay extra for that. So that's another little thing too. When you have a really great connected art, imagine these in a nice display. That's super cool. So that's one thing that this set has that I think really has going for it. That is super awesome. And then on the Mega Symphonia side, we haven't seen a gold Gardevoir PSA 10 sale yet. It doesn't look like, but we're seeing the regular Gardevoir special illustration rare, $325. We're seeing the Latias at $210, $213, $210, and $350. So that's what we're seeing for PSA 10 prices. So you start to get the picture of everything the closer we get to release, and it really looks like that's a possibility for that $400 box. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys agree or disagree? Do you think we'll have a chance to hit a $400 box? I know obviously most people don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen because I want these boxes to be a little bit more affordable, a little bit more available. But this is the current market that we are in. We did see, like, as far as what I've seen, the demand is the same, if not exceeding what we've seen in past sets. It's kind of hard to judge because the pre-orders just go like that. And we did see, like, there was a Walmart Wednesday recently that happened. It was just gone instantly. Walmart Wednesday happened. All the other pre-orders for this set, we've seen some Target drops. Any other retailers, they just go instantly. There's just so many people trying to secure these boxes that I think, especially when you get a really great set, a new era, a great set, a great video game coming out, like all of this is like the perfect storm right now into an extreme bull market. I think it's definitely a possibility is all I'm saying. It's not the intent. People might say, oh, you're hyping up the product, like hyping up. Some people in the comments will say you're hyper shilling. They like to say that you're hyper shilling, you're FOMOing, you're trying to induce FOMO. I'm just trying to let you guys know the reality of where we could be at, and that's all it is. There's no reason for me to pump this set up or do anything like that, which once again, I don't think I even have that much influence. There's not that many people watching, but I want to buy this product. I don't have distribution. I have no reason to try and run this setup. I want to get this set at the cheapest possible price so I can have it. I want to be able to open it. And that's going to be another one of these things where if these boxes are $400 at release, I'm not going to open them. They're just going to be too expensive. I can't justify that. That is just the potential to just lose that much money is just, so I'm just going to have whatever few boxes I have. I'm going to just sit on them, and I guess I'll just enjoy them like I enjoy my other sealed boxes, and at least I'll get to look at my sealed boxes. Maybe I'll buy a few singles just to quench my itch for collecting probably that Bulbasaur line, stuff like that. And this is a set that out the gate I would love to master set. I really would. But once again, it's going to be too expensive. That's just the reality of where we're at. So I guess that's why I made this video, is just I wanted to say, hey, maybe buy those boxes on eBay. They seem like a good deal. These are going to be real expensive. And yeah, staggered release. It just doesn't look good for your average collector. And I'm in the same boat with you guys, right? I'm in there every drop trying to get whatever we can. I did score recently, super random, not on this, but I did score. They had a Costco drop for online for Surging Sparks, and I was able to get through. Now that was a randomized thing with their queue, so I still don't know how I feel about that. Because obviously I was on the random side. I got put far enough randomly when they assigned the queue position. I got put far enough forward where I was actually able to get an order in, and not everyone was because of the random queue. So, but at least it did give people a chance. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. We'll end it here. That's all I have for you guys in this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.